form. All right, hello folks. Lauren and Dylan, I think. Here is homework assignment for 1-5. We'll see how far we get. But we are going to change the rules a little bit. And I don't like point slope form. There is a time and place for point slope form. It looks like this. So like you take the slope form, like the slope equation, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then basically what they do is they multiply this x stuff to the other side, right? So x2 minus x1 goes here, and this is point slope form, okay? So that if they tell you your slope is -4, right here, and your coordinates are 2 and -3, you plug -3 in for the y and 2 in for the x, so your equation would be y minus a -3 equals -4 times x minus 2, or in other words, y plus 3 equals -4 times x minus 2. That is point slope form, and it looks rather silly. I don't like point slope form. I don't. There is a use for it. Yes, I get it, but not as much as slope intercept form. Can I change the rules on the homework assignment when they ask for point slope form? Do it in slope intercept form. So I'm going to change the rules. Find the equation. Oh, use the point slope formula to find the equation and then write it in slope intercept form. So we're just going to write it in slope intercept form because I don't like point slope form. Y equals mx plus b, that's slope intercept form. We're going to do this for each one of them. So if they ask for point slope, change the rules. It's slope intercept the whole way because that's the golden standard right there, all right? So they give me two pieces of information, 2, -3, and -4, and I want y equals mx plus b. Where do I start?
-4.
Start with the -4. -4 is the m, and then I need to find the b, right? So I plug in 2, -3. Now caution. -3 goes in for y, 2 goes in for x. I have people who are doing this for the first time. They like switch those two around because they want like the first one to go in the first spot, and that's not true. So -3 goes here. Whoop. And 2 goes here plus b, and that is like -8, and I add the 8 over, and b is 5. So final answer, y equals -4x plus 5. There we go. Slope intercept form. Easy peasy. Have we done that before? I feel like I did that in a video for you guys, but I don't remember if that was like algebra 1. Easy peasy. All right, let's do it again. Now they give me 2 coordinate points. So now they don't give me the slope, but I need to find the slope. That's the first thing. Okay, y2, I'm going to say is 2 minus a -6 over -1 minus 4. Make sure you're putting the y's on the top and the x's on the bottom. So this is 2 plus 6, so 8 over -5, and we're going to leave it as 8 over -5. As gross as that is, that's what we're going to do, okay? So y equals, I'm going to bring the negative out front, though. So -8 over 5, x plus b, and I'm going to plug something in, and they're both going to be gross. You want -1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do 2 equals -8 over 5 times -1 plus b. That was probably the better option, actually. These two negatives are going to cancel, so this is just 8 over 5, right? If I subtract 8 over 5 minus 8 over 5, I want to keep this as a fraction. We can. What is 2 in terms of fifths? That's 2 over 1, right? And if I make them fifths, this would be 10 fifths, right? Okay, so 10 fifths minus 8 fifths is 2 fifths. That's what b is. Are we lost? Y equals -8 fifths x plus 2 fifths. How about that? Okay, slope intercept form. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're talking parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Okay, parallel lines. Here are 2 lines that are parallel. Do you know what parallel means?
It's going to take 2 days.
I don't know. We'll see.
Except
Yeah, probably. 2 lines that are parallel have the same slopage, right? So this one is sloping 3 fifths, up 3 over 5, up 3 over 5. They have to have the same slopage if they are parallel lines. Now, here's the deal, though. Parallel lines have to have the same slope. So like this would be like 3 fifths x plus something, and this would be like 3 fifths x plus something. They have to have the same slope, but they have to have a different y-intercept. Like this one has to be like +4, and this one has to be like +2. What if they have the same y-intercept? They are the same line on top of each other, and that is not parallel. Does that make sense? Okay, so they have to have the same slope, but they have to be different y-intercept, okay, in order for them to be parallel. Yeah? Okay, I'll bump over to perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines, the slopes are negative reciprocals. What's a reciprocal, by the way?
Like the flip.
You flip it. So, like, what's the reciprocal of 1/7?
7/1.
Yeah, and it would be negative 7/1, right? Okay, what about negative 3/2?
So 2/3.
Positive 2/3. Okay, those are going to be the slopes of two lines that are perpendicular. Now, what are perpendicular lines?
They're lines that intersect and make a 90-degree
Yeah,
angle.
they're lines. I have geometry kids that are like, oh, they're intersecting lines. Well, yeah, kinda, but they make a right angle when they intersect, right? That's the like special thing about perpendicular lines, because regular lines can intersect, but they are not necessarily perpendicular, right?
That's half.
Okay.
That's half of something. That's pretty bad.
What? Yeah. So, perpendicular lines, the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Okay, so we're going to do an example down below here. Was that too fast? Are we doing okay? Yeah? Okay. All right, example 3. They say, I want my line to pass through negative 4, 1. I'm just going to rewrite this down below so I don't have to reread the paragraph. And I want it to be parallel to x plus 4y equals 3. Okay, I want a line parallel to this one that goes through negative 4, 1. Okay, so where do we start? Yeah. I want to get this guy into slope-intercept form. Should we do that? I'm going to subtract the x. So I have 4y equals negative x plus 3. Then what? Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. Y equals, what is negative x over 4? I don't like the way that's written.
1/4.
I'm going to write it as negative 1/4 x. Absolutely. Plus 3/4, whatever. Okay, now, what is the slope of this line?
Negative 1/4.
I'm going to say the original slope is negative 1/4. So, what do I want my new slope to be?
4.
I want it to be parallel, so I want my new slope to be also negative 1/4, yeah? Okay, now what do I do with this 3/4 right here for the b value?
Yeah, change it.
You put it in a hole and you bury it because we don't use that, right? We don't use that guy. So I'm going to start with y equals negative 1/4 x, and I'm going to find the new b. And how do you find the new b? You plug in this point right here, negative 4 comma 1, yeah? So 1 goes here, negative 1/4 times negative 4 plus b. What's negative 1/4 times negative 4?
1.
Positive 1. I'm going to subtract 1, so b is 0. So y equals, final answer, negative 1/4 x plus 0, or just negative 1/4 x. You don't need the b because it's 0. Was that okay?
Yep.
You two girls back there, have you done this before? I mean, maybe. I think you should have done it in Algebra 2, but it's been a hot minute, right? Okay. Does that make sense, though? Was that too fast? Okay, now we want perpendicular. So I want it to go through 2 comma negative 3, and I want it to be perpendicular to y equals 1/2 x minus 4. This is really nice because it's already in slope-intercept form for us. So what's the original m?
Slow.
1/2. What's my new m? Negative 2. So y equals negative 2x. We don't use this 4 ever, right, from the original. We want plus b. I'm going to plug in like these numbers.
1.
And I get negative 4 here. And if I add the 4 over, b is 1. So I've got y equals negative 2x plus 1. And there he is. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, how was that? That was a lot. Like all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you done?
Well, one more isn't that full?
We'll do like, I don't know. Let's see.
5 and be done.
Do I have to graph? We can be done.
5, then we get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Holy
We're done
moly.
now. We're done
Yeah,
now.
we'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll get to the end of the page. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's a good Friday. Okay. Linear functions to model data. A family cell phone plan costs this much per month, and then $1.99 per month for each additional line. Okay. Write a linear function to model cost, which they call C of x, for a family plan for x additional family members. All right. So what are we looking at? It's a linear function. So we've got to have a slope, we've got to have an x, and then we've got to have like adding on to the end. What do we got?
1999.
1999 is going to be my slope, right? I'm adding that much each for each additional, and 130 goes here. Okay? All right. C of 3, this is part A. That's the answer to part A. Part B is they want us to find C of 3. That means we're plugging 3 in, right? 1999 times 3 plus 130. And how much is that? Like 60 bucks, 3 pennies short of 60 bucks, so 59.97. 59.97 is 189.97. Is that true? I think.
189.97.
189.97. Okay, what does this mean?
That's what C equals.
That is the cost for how much?
7.
That is the cost for how many people? For 7 people, right? Not 3 people, because it's 3 people in addition to the 4 people. So cost for 7 people. All right, does that make sense? Why it's 7 and not 3? That's a tricky part. I bet you if that was a multiple choice question, they'd say cost for 3 people as an answer choice. That's what they always do. They're so mean. All right, there you go. Happy with that? You've only got like 9 homework problems, but we're not going to finish this today. We'll finish on Monday. Or Tuesday, I mean. Tuesday. I won't even see you on Monday. It's going to be a 3-day week next week. Yeah.
Why?
Love it. Because teachers have meetings on Monday and then Friday's fall break. Love it. Okay, so there you go.
Long weekend.
You
I
can
love
start
long
homework.
Weekend.
I know. It's so exciting. Except I don't get a long weekend.
We only
But,
get to 54 or what?
That's too bad.
sure. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I need a book.
What about
You can get to...
32?
Why are we doing all this easy crap?
Linear functions to model data. You can probably do 54, yeah. Yeah, I bet you can. Yep. So up through 54, skip the last 2 for now. That sounds like a good stopping point.
I haven't paid
There we go.
attention in this class in like a month.
Yeah.
Standard
This is so
All right.
stupid.
Goodbye.
I like this one.